What's something that second time couples can enjoy now that they wouldn't have the first time around?
Something that couples can enjoy now that they maybe didn't the first time is the acceptance of rule breaking. Make it feel like whatever you want it to feel like. We love that. Make it quirky,
Yeah.
make it fun, and just let those rules go out the window, right? We're not saying I'm not a huge fan of the anti-bride movement, anti-wedding movement, where it's all like negate everything, because to
Yeah.
me that's also still telling you exactly what to do. I'm more of a fan of make your own rules, make
Yeah.
your own fun. And so I think that that attitude is just so much more acceptable now. And people walk into weddings saying that something different can happen and it'll be great and not jarring and not like, oh, why would they do something like that? So I'm a big fan. Also, customizations, neon signs, acrylic printing, cocktail napkins. Maybe there was a time where that was like really special or considered like, wow, how'd they get that detail? But the amount of vendors on the internet these days, and all the things that you can get, there's so many ways to personalize that, 20 years ago, there just wasn't the same availability in that way.
For sure.
So love that. And I think acceptable entertainment too. There was DJs and there was bands. And now we have all kinds of different live music, or we have, funny and funky MCs. We have acrobats, we have dancers, we have sleight of hand people, we have roaming tarot card readers, and all of these things that, yeah, those things could have happened at one time, but they didn't. And now they are.
Yeah.
So we're a big fan of saying, make this fun, make it, your own version of what an elegant carnival is for
Do
you
you
and your
think
guests.
there's more of an ease too, because as you get older and you've been through things, you just know yourself better, and because you've already experienced it, you kind of know what you're walking into, so it's a little less fearful of a territory, I guess.
I think yes and no. I think some people feel that way, and I think some people feel like they're going to be judged based on something from
Mm,
their past. But I will say that I think that there is a part of being through more of life and getting to see and experience more things to let your creativity run wild about what you can have on the day.
with something you just said, is there something you need to consider when you're inviting guests that were also at 1.0?
Um, I don't think so. I
No?
don't think so. I think that if you're inviting people that were at your first wedding, this is someone special. This is someone who's like
They've
in
been
your
through your
life.
journey with
Yeah, they've
you.
been on your journey. They know what's going
Yeah.
on for you. I don't think that we need to like preface or warn, or even if you wanted the same exact centerpieces, I think that person's going to be
Hmm.
like, of course, Karen has the same centerpieces. Let me choose a different name.
Yeah.
Of, of course, Jane has the same centerpieces. That's the thing. Is her favorite flower? Why should she have something different? So I think the people that know you the most that were at your first and are going to be at your second, they're going to expect those things from you already because they're clearly your closest people.
And if they're being judgmental, do you really want them at the second wedding?
Amen.
Should they have been at the first one?
Probably not.
If they're being judgy, you don't
We
need it.
love the natural selection in our lives. I mean, it's fantastic. Like, let your life take the turns it's meant to and keep some, let go of others, and make room for new.
Jesse, that is the best way of putting it. I love the natural selection. All right, let's continue the fun and go to honeymoon,
Okay.
because, you're with a new partner, you've been through the honeymoon aspect before. Maybe you want to do the same honeymoon again, but you feel guilty or weird about it. Maybe you feel like you shouldn't have a honeymoon because you've done it before. What is your take on this?
So, my very broad take on this concept is that a honeymoon is vacation.
Right.
We put a lot of stress on honeymoons. I was putting stress on myself with my honeymoon, and I was like, this is so stupid. Um, it's a vacation. So, just remember that you can go about it how you're going about a vacation. Now, having a second, third, fourth wedding also means that you're older than the first, as we talked about before, which also means, at least my favorite part of getting older, is I'm more financially stable than I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I think that if you're going to like honeymoon, then you should honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you as a couple? What do you love to do? Where have you always wanted to go? Or what was your favorite place that you want to go revisit? this should have absolutely nothing to do with doing it the first time around, especially the honeymoon, because it's just the two of you. So even if you are worried about all these judgments from the first time, no one's on your honeymoon with you the way that they're at your wedding day.